At the break of dawn on our very first day, we journeyed towards the outskirts of the A7SIII monastery to capture some breathtaking photographs of the sea clouds as they rolled over this amazing structure. During our trip, we had the opportunity to experience a traditional Tibetan breakfast. The breakfast included a cup of yak butter tea, a traditional Tibetan drink that has a distinct flavor and aroma. We also tried sampa, which is a roasted flour that's eaten by hand. Additionally, we had a taste of baba pancakes, and it was really nice to enjoy a bit of Tibetan cuisine and culture. Video montage.
Montage of what?
Are you from Tibet?
I'm not.
After changing into some traditional Tibetan clothing, we then explored the Ganden A&SIII Monastery. Built in 1679, it is the largest Tibetan Buddhist monastery in the Yunnan province and is at an elevation of 3,300 meters. And while we were there, we got to see some of the stunning architecture featuring the golden roofs and white-walled buildings. And it was just so beautiful to see. Wow. We're doing a little photo shoot going on, but I think the photographer likes Demi more than me, which makes total sense.
He asked us if we make YouTube videos.
You should say yes.
I didn't say yes.
You said no?
I said no, it was just for fun.
Oh.
It's okay, no one cares.
After wrapping up our photo shoot and eating yak hot pot, we drove 3 hours to our next location, Hotel Sanyata in Deqing, and arrived in the late evening. The hotel, in my opinion, is just incredible, and I highly recommend staying here, as it has the best views of the Meili Snow Mountains. So guys, I got my Nikon shooting the mountains down there. You can't really see it because the clouds are covering it, but you can kind of see it over here. Although we couldn't see the mountains, I was happy with the drone footage I got, and afterwards we head off to do our very first hike of the trip. It was a bit difficult at first due to the elevation, but we eventually made it to the top. My legs are just weak. Not used to this elevation. Hopefully it only takes exactly 2 hours. He said 2 hours. Look at me, I'm breathing like a... I just saw an old granny in her late 70s or something walking this trail. That is insane. If she can do it, I can do it. No excuses. Smiles, all smiles. Temple? Yeah. Hello. Hello. After enjoying the view, we headed back to our hotel and relaxed the rest of the day, sipping on some tea and eating some food. They even have a fridge full of drinks and snacks that are free, complimentary, which I love. Can't wait to eat this Snickers bar. The next morning, we were hoping to get a clear view of the mountains, but the clouds rolled in during the night. So we left for our next destination, which was the Yeyu Hotel in Yupeng Village. After a really bumpy ride up the snowy mountain, we finally arrived at the hotel, and it was just breathtaking. The lobby was cozy and warm, and we had a really nice view of the mountain from our room. After settling in, we headed off for our second and last hike of the trip, the Sacred Waterfall Trail Hike. And little did we know it would be much more difficult than we thought. I made some friends. Jasper. Hello.
Jasper, yeah.
And then Eureka is in the back. Hello, guys. It was really pleasant to meet Jasper and Eureka, and they hiked with us for a while, but they were quite strong hikers while we were out of shape, so we parted ways after our first break. No.
There were chipmunks.
Oh. Kung noise. This hiking trail is actually pretty nice right now. It's very paved, very easy to walk. Good? You look like a Smurf.
I'm a Smurf?
Yeah, you look like a Smurf.
Why? Because my ears?
Yeah, and your beanie. The flags you see here are Tibetan prayer flags. Cloths that are used to bless the countryside and spread prayers of goodwill throughout the world. We are currently at 3,264 meters of elevation. Someone built a little snowman.
It's here. Oh, too powdery.
You got.
Ooh. Yeah. Your legs? Don't see.
Where there's some statue of
I don't see it.
Padma, something, I don't know. It was about here that I was really tired, and we were thinking about turning back. We had only hiked for about 3 hours, and we weren't sure how much more we had left. And after some talking, we decided to push through and not give up. We did it. We freaking did it. Sky started to peek out. What a beautiful soft light. Wow, I really hope tomorrow doesn't snow that much. In Tibet, Buddhists stack stones as a gesture of wishing for good fortune, where each stone represents a wish. And they also do this to balance out conflicting energies.
What is he doing?
I don't know. 6 hours later, we finally made it back to the hotel and had some wonderful, delicious chicken hot pot and called it a night. The next morning, we woke to a beautiful view of the sun shining its light on the mountaintop. We took some photos and enjoyed the nice weather before heading back to Shangri-La, where we first started our trip. We stopped by this place.
Oh, he said he's always here.
He's always here.
Yeah.
Getting some coffee, which is awesome. Along the way, we stopped by a scenic pass, and I was mesmerized by the view of the villages nestled in between the mountains. Staying at the Hilton Shangri-La. After checking into our hotel, we roamed the streets of Tuksong, one of Shangri-La's ancient towns, in the evening. And although we were here during Chinese New Year's and many people had left, there was still a lot of nightlife in this town that we were able to experience. I'm not really sure what flavors I can taste right now. It just kind of tastes like dark roast Starbucks coffee. Hello, doggy. The streets are pretty magnificent. There's like a certain charm to it. A lot of different stores that you can walk into. A lot of bars where people just busk. As I stood listening to his beautiful voice, I got pretty emotional, and I listened to him for a long time. The next morning, we came back to do some shopping and roam the streets once more, before heading off to Napa Valley, our final destination. Napa Valley was a really nice final destination to end our trip on. After reaching there, we took a leisurely drive around the lake, and we captured some beautiful photos of the picturesque scenery. And at the end of the trip, I felt refreshed and truly happy.